Good morning, class. What I need you to do right now is pull up the rules for division in bases other than 10. So pull those up on your computer. If you need time, stop and do it. Alright, here's the rules. First of all, line up the symbols. That was exactly the same. Draw a line between them. That was the exact same thing we did for addition, subtraction, and multiplication. Okay? Write down the base in your answer and a quotient. Write down the base. I put down a 7 here. Okay? In a space on the side, list all the numerals that exist. We'll talk more about that. And next, list down the problem in the form of the quotient, divisor, OR being the outer term, and the dividend, the guy on the inside. Alright. So, what we're going to do here. Let's take a shot at it. First of all, it gave me 2,697 for operating in base 10. I'm going to do a base 10 problem first, because a lot of us probably haven't used them in years. You just do it with a calculator. So I can't make any groups of 2 from 34, so I can put a 0 up there. I don't have to. I can't make any groups of 26, because that's less than 34, so I could have put a 0 up there. I don't have to. But if I divide, notice this comes out to be 7.9, etc. All I care about the whole number part, 7. Forget the other parts. I'll write a 7 up there. So first thing we divided. Next thing we're going to multiply. Multiply what? That's 7 times the 34 on the outside will give you 238. Beautiful. What are we going to do? Subtract 269 minus 238. You get a remainder of 31. Next thing you're going to check. Check what? That the remainder is less than the divisor. If it isn't, if this is, say, 35 for argument's sake, meant you could have made another group up there. All right, so this is less. Beautiful. What are we going to do? We're going to bring down the next number, the 7. So now I've got 317. 317, okay. Well, 317 divided by 34 gives me 9 and a decimal. Again, all I care about is the whole number part, the 9. Our sequence is always going to go as follows. Divide, multiply, subtract, check, and bring down. Alright, multiply what? We're going to multiply 9 times 34 will give us the 306. 317 minus 306 will give a remainder of 11. Check to see that this is less than that. We're great. Write the answer in a numerator. So the answer is 79, remainder 11. How can I check it? Very, very easily. I multiply 79 times 34 and add in 11, I'll get 2,697. Okay, let's go over to base 7 now. Base 7, okay, I won't call this 2345, I won't call this 2,345 or 20, anything like that, because it's not 1,000. We're operating in base 7. A lot of the videos you'll see are wrong in that respect. Okay, so I don't know what the answer is for 23 base 7 divided by 6 base 7. So I'm going to list all the possibilities. Okay, so the only numbers that go up in the digits are always up to 1 less than the base. So I'm going to take care of from 0 through 6. You all know these guys. 6 times 1 is 6, 3 is 18, 4, 5, 6 times 6 is 36. Now here's the interesting part. 6 times 0 is 0, 6 times 1 is 6. It's exactly the same over here. It'll always be less when it's less than the base. When it gets larger than the base, okay, like here 12 is larger than the 7, you've got to divide by the base. You always divide by the base. So 12 divided by 7 is 1 remainder 5. Okay, and 6 base 7 times 1 base 7 is 6 base 7. 6 base 7 times 2 base 7 is 1 base 7. Excuse me. Does it make sense? Yeah, I'll explain it to you. That's the 1's place, that's the 7's place. So you have one group of 7, and 5 times 1, that's 6. Let's see, 1 times 7 is 7, plus 5 gives you the answer of 12. Let's look down here. This is 2 base 7. So 4 times 7 is 28, plus 2 will give you 30, the same we had over here. These numbers are all, you'll get them by yourself. Alright, so let's go over here. 2, 3, the large I got up here, that's too large, so I can't use 3. So I'm going to put a 2 up in the quotient. That's the 2 listed here. In a perfect world, it would have been shifted over a little bit further. 2 base 7 times 6 base 7 will give me 15 base 7. Okay? We divide and multiply, I got to subtract. Here's what gets a little bit tacky. 3 can't subtract from 5, so this 2 we're going to reduce, it becomes a 1. Okay? Now, this doesn't become 13. It becomes the 7 we borrowed. Remember subtraction rules? So it's going to be 7 plus 3. Okay? Subtract 5. That gives me an answer of 5. 10 minus 5 gives me an answer of 5. So that's where I get the 5 right here from. Okay? Now I'm going to bring down the 4. 5, 4, base 7. Again, the closest I can get to that is 6. So I'm going to put up 5, 1 here. This worked out very neat. Subtract, they just get 3, 5, base 7. Okay? 3, 5, base 7. The closest I can come up to that would be a 4 up here. If I put a 4 up here, I get 3, 3. Okay, with a remainder of 2. I've worked this thing out for you step by step. Okay? I think it's just obvious you'll get it right there. Let me do one more problem for you. Do it right now. 4071 base 8 divided by 6 base 8. Again, that's base 8, so I'm going to take all the possible factors. That's 0 through 7. You know these guys right here, they're obvious. Notice these numbers here are exactly the base 10, and base numbers are exactly the same symbols. As we said before, when you get higher than a base, 6 times 2 is 12, get higher than the 8, you get 1, 4. So, let me take this guy right here. 6 base 8 times 5 base 8. Okay. So, okay. A little bit of an error in this sheet. I'm going to have to correct it later on. This should be 3, 0. Okay, this should have been 2, 4. Okay, but that's all right. You'll pick that up yourself. Now, let's roll through this thing. 4, 0 minus 3, 6. Again, you divide it, you multiply, you subtract. Here's where again we have the same issue. 0 minus 6. You borrow from that, becomes a 3. Okay, so these guys are 3. Now 0 minus 6. You borrowed, what'd you borrow? You borrowed 8. So now you're going to have what? You're going to have 8 plus 0, which is 8. 8 minus 6 is 2. Okay, so what you're going to find is that's where we got the 2 from. Okay, next you're going to bring down the 7. The 2, 7, the closest we can get to that is the 2, 2. So we put the 3 up in the answer. Okay, and we're going to write the number, okay, write the number 2, 2. 6 times 3 would be 2, 2. So we're going to put the 2, 2 right here. Subtract, that's easy. We don't have to borrow. You get 5. Allows us to bring down the 1. That's 5, 1 base 8. Again, that's too large, so we're going to put a 6 up there. That's we get the 4, 4. Again, the same borrowing issue. That borrow when that becomes a 4. This does not become 11. This becomes 8 plus 1 is 9. And 9 minus 4 gives you 5. Down here, these are the exact same things, just I broke it up step by step so you can make it easy to follow. The check, I think, is self-explanatory. So there's going to be some problems I'm going to ask you to fill in just like you did in the other ones, okay? Hope you do well on it. Have a great day. Bye-bye now.